The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he... Gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland, you felt like for a while it took a dip as these two franchises struggled, but now I think this rivalry is budding again as one of the best under-the-radar rivalries in the NFL.
I agree with you absolutely, because both of these teams have the arrow pointing up. They've kind of solved their quarterback issues. They're building up their rosters. But one of the most defining moments of this rivalry to me wasn't even in a Browns-Bengals game. It was a Seahawks-Bengals game when head coach Sam Wyche addressed the crowd and emphasized that Cincinnati was the place to be.
Well, Charles, I think his exact words were, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Watson off play action. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Brandon Wilson to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think if the road gets in...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Watson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now Burrow on first down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A shotgun snap for Watson. The quick slant caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun to give to Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st down. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Now Burrow loses the football.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First down, Cleveland.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Watson on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying All is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going. And
he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look under pressure. They got him again. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, it's Burrow. Touchdown! That's caught. Tyler Boyd as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McPherson on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
This is Jakeem Grant.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Into the secondary past the 40. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A handoff to Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Jakeem Grant now to return.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and very short, Watson is going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. To throw is Watson. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Sam Hubbard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his leg.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Now it's Watson.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Bailey's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Grant sets to return it. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DJ Reader in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Watson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the result here, 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
Again, it's Hunt.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Kareem Hunt,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The run there on 1st down, going to get them 5 up to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mixon with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Another try for Mixon, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good.